Guys, The Walking Dead just ended like 20 minutes ago, and I'm still shook. I can't believe I'm using that word, but I'm still shook by what just happened. You know, I've read the comics, and I'm not up to date with the latest issue. I haven't read like at least like the last 20 or so issues, but I'm at least caught the part of what was going to happen in this episode. Like, if you read the comics, or at least you watch some videos on YouTube about The Walking Dead, or you have friends read the comics, you had a bit of an idea of the direction they were heading towards with, you know, this season, or at least the end of the season. Now, you know, I was under the impression that we weren't going to get this story arc until the end of the season because, you know, Walking Dead just like to drag shit out. But, you know, with the death of Rick and then Maggie just leaving the show apparently, and then it's like I felt like The Walking Dead really had no choice but to just like fast track this arc. They had no choice but to lead us into the next part of the season with this arc. So I was shocked, not that it happened, but that it happened so soon. And it's not a bad shock. It is a really genuine, like, happy shock that I have. Like, I'm actually really excited for what's about to happen here. Hey, what is up, you guys? It is Tyler. Welcome back to the Tyler Woods channel. Welcome to the video. This is a Walking Dead. It's not a review. I'm not going to do a review of the episode. I just really want to talk about the ending because everyone is basically talking and buzzing about the ending. So I want to just get straight into this. I might do a review of the show tomorrow, or I might do a review of the show maybe a few days from now, but I just want to get straight into what happened in the episode. So at the end of the episode, the whole episode really has been building up. The last 3 episodes really has been building up the Whisperers, if you guys are not caught up with it, which is basically a group of basically a new villainous group for our Walking Dead friends that disguise themselves as walkers and basically walk among the dead. And they kill people that are in their path. So what we see in the last 3 episodes, we saw Eugene and Rosita. They're the first one exposed to them. You know, you hear them whispering, "Where are they?" That's actually pretty good. You hear them whispering that to Eugene, Rosita in the previous episode, and then they get hurt, and then this episode is caught up with them trying to find Eugene because they get Rosita, but she's hurt. Rosita's like, "Well, you gotta go find Eugene," and they go off to find Eugene. He's in this cabin, and he's like hidden in this little area, and they're like, "Well, we're taking you back home," and he's like, "No, you can't take me back home. Like, they're coming," and they're like, "Who the fuck are you talking about? Who's coming?" You're like, "The herd is coming," and they're like, "Well, we come across who's all the time." And they're like, "No, this herd's different. Like, this herd, I heard them speaking to me." And they probably thinking like, "This motherfucker's hot. Like, what the fuck does this motherfucker eat? Like, he's tripping. Like, what's going on?" But then they're like, "Well, he was talking about the same thing. Maybe they got high together. Who knows?" Anyway, so they're having their doubt. Everybody else, I'm sure, who doesn't know what's going on, they're having their doubts too. But before that, they're seeing like the walkers are kind of like forming with each other. They're kind of like grouping up more because the walkers kind of like, they follow the same path, but you don't really see them in like a massive group pairing, like walking. Like, it feels like they're being led. And in the very beginning of the episode, we got a focus on this one walker. And this one walker, I watched the show long enough to know how a walker acts. And I just saw that one walker in the very beginning episode, and I said, "That is a person. I don't care. That is a person." Just from the way he turned and the way the camera focused, I'm like, that is a person. There is no way in hell that is an actual walker. And I knew from the comments, I'm like, that's gotta be Beta. That's gotta be Beta. So we get into the end. I'm gonna skip the rest of it. We get into the end. Aaron, Eugene, and Jesus, they're trying to make it through this cemetery, and they're surrounded by walkers. And they're trying to get Eugene over, and his legs hurt, so they can't really do much. So they're like, "Well, we don't got much of a choice. We got to fight them off." So they start fighting the walkers off, and they're kind of surrounded. They don't got much. They can't really do much. Then Michonne and then the newbie. I'm calling them the newbies, but it's like Yumiko. Those other bitches' names. Zahar. I don't know what the fuck their names are. It's too many new characters. I don't really bother learning names anymore. But the newbies come around with Michonne, and they're trying to help them. They open the gates. Well, they get across the gate, but Jesus is still fighting off the walkers. He's doing these cool walk kills, and now he's killing these walkers. I'm like, something's about to happen here. I feel like I should know what's about to happen, but I'm kind of like not focusing on. Well, I feel like I know what's going on. I'm not focusing on that. I'm just trying to get into the moment, you know. So he comes across the last walker, and he goes to kill it. Listen, I wish I recorded my reaction and my grandparents' reaction to this. When this motherfucker ducked pulled out a knife and stabbed Jesus. We both jumped off our chairs like, what the fuck just happened? We just both like jumped. We all jumped off our chairs like, what the hell? And like, then he like collapsed to the ground and Aaron screamed like, no! And I was just like, what the fuck? Like, it's that thing like you knew what's coming, but when it actually happens, you're like, what the fuck? Because no one, since when have walkers had the ability to actually fucking move like a human and duck and evade, and instead it was a whole human moving? So when the walker kills Jesus, by the way, spoiler alert, Jesus is dead. Now they're surrounded and the episode ends, and I'm like, well, goddamn, Walking Dead, you've hit me with a cliffhanger that I actually genuinely liked. Walking Dead, you know, for the longest time, I just have not had a lot of interest. Y'all know about this. Season 7, I wasn't too big a fan of it. I basically all but shat all over Season 8. Y'all know about that from last season when I did the reviews of it. And Season 9, I said Maggie was the best part of Season 9 up until she left. And I'm like, well, I don't know what else they're really going to do. It seems like they're going in the direction with the Whisperers, but how that they're going to do it this early. And they fucking did it in the mid-season finale. So now we're heading into the next part of the season with the Whisperers as the main focus. I'm like, I wasn't expecting that to happen so soon. And I give them credit. They're not wasting time. They know that their fans are leaving because there's no Rick, there's no Maggie. So you got to jump straight into the storyline that they all want. So credit to them for actually doing something right. I say all the time, if it's shit, it's shit, and if it's good, it's good, and they did something good. So I will give them credit. I actually genuinely like this, and for the first time, I feel like a long time, I'm actually really excited for the next half of the season. I can't bring myself to say that I've been able to say that since like season like 5 maybe. Like season 6, I was excited, but not as excited. Like when season 5 first started, man, that was one of the strongest seasons we had. And when it stopped and Beth died, man, every single day I was counting down the days until February came. And I haven't had that feeling in a long time. But now I feel like that feeling, it's not back. Like I don't feel like I'm about to count down until February. But I'm actually want to know what's going to happen next. We got the previews, and I'm going to do a little bit of a review of the preview for the next episode of The Walking Dead in the next video. But I just want to break down what just happened. Like, the Whisperers are now in effect. Not to mention, Negan is now out of his cell. He actually escaped his cell earlier in the episode. So now we're going to see that, what he's going to do. My grandmother was like, oh, you know, the Saviors. Negan said, my Saviors are coming for you guys. So it's the Saviors. They don't know. They don't read the comics. They're not up. They don't read rumors or anything. So they're speculating that, oh, it's the Saviors coming for Negan or whatever. And then my grandfather's like, oh, no, it's just a new group entirely. And they're having this back and forth. And I'm like, oh, my God, this is like the old days when we were just actually enjoying the show. Because lately, like, they come over, they watch the show, and it's like, okay, bye. We really don't talk about it. We, like, my mother, we used to watch, all 4 of us used to watch the show. She gave up at, like, season 8. She gave up on the show. Like, you know, I'm done. The show's stupid. I don't even watch it anymore. And you know, now we actually were sitting down talking about, like, oh, what's going to happen here? I kind of stopped a little bit after the Whisperer War. I picked up a little bit after that with the whole Commonwealth thing, but I don't know what happens after the Whisperer War. I don't know what's about to happen, and I really don't want to know what's going to happen, honestly. I just want to be genuinely excited. I just want to have that momentum. They're riding a wave of momentum right now. Now, whether the ratings go back up from this, like I said before, anything can happen that the ratings go back up. If this is the thing that gets them back up to where they want to be, good for them. But as of right now, as long as they focus on the core storyline and, you know, getting these groups back together, because in this episode, Tara was talking to Michonne like she ain't fucking know her and they weren't friends before. And Carol and Michonne are like, well, we got our own groups to worry about and, you know, nice to see you. But I'm like, why everybody acting so fucking two-faced in this episode? So now the group's going to be back together now. So that's going to be interesting to see what they do here. I'm going to cut this video short here, do another one right after this. So hopefully you guys watch that one. Stick around, all that kind of stuff. Comment down below. Start the discussion down below. What do you guys think about this episode? What do you want to see out of the next half of the season? You know, I know there's going to be deaths coming. It might not. It might not. They might come out left field, do something completely different. Who knows? You guys tell me down below what you guys want to see. I know what I want to see. I'm really excited for this. Let's talk about it down in the comment section down below. Anyway, I love you guys always, and I'll talk to you all later. Peace out.